This is my favorite move for getting a good shoulder workout. Today, you are going to be unlocking the Hanuman's dance, also known as the Tandem Sneak or the Super Sneak. Encourages the twisting of both shoulders, both your right and the left side. A common mistake that a lot of people make is confusing the Hanuman dance or Tandem Sneak with an alternating sneak. So what's the difference? With the Hanuman dance, you're doing underhand to overhand. With alternating sneaks, right now I'm just going to face the camera and do it. You can see the difference here is I'm just doing here overhand on both sides. It looks a bit confusing, and what's the main difference here is here the rope is traveling towards you, and when I'm doing the tandem sneak, the rope is traveling perpendicular on both sides, right? So it's actually technically going like this. And then the same, if you alternate underhand sneaks, same, the rope here is going towards you. That is not the tandem sneak. That's just alternating underhand sneaks. So what is the Hanuman's dance? It's basically a connection between both an underhand sneak movement through to an overhand sneak movement right away. It can happen both ways. So you can go underhand on the right and then overhand on the left, or you could go underhand on the right into an overhand on the left. So to start with this move, there are 3 things that you want to have already unlocked in order to get to it. Number 1, underhand sneaks. Number 2, dragon rolls. And then number 3, overhand sneaks. All right, to start, let's get ourselves used to doing overhand and underhand sneaks. So first of all, I'm going to start with overhand sneaks on my left side, but I'm doing it on both sides of my body. Overhand sneaks. You see both sides, both on the left and right side of my body, facing the left over here. Next, you want to turn around, face the right, and do some underhand sneaks. And then we want to get used to the dragon roll. And in this dragon roll, I'm going from left to right. So now we want to start to connect all of them together. All right, now that you're warmed up with the overhand sneaks, the dragon roll, and the underhand sneak, I'm going to share a secret that no one else talks about in the Hanuman dance tutorial videos. So it actually does make a difference which side you are doing the sneak and how you enter into it. And whether or not you do the dragon roll in between doesn't matter as much, but I'll show you what I mean. So first of all, to do the Hanuman dance going this way where it's underhand on the right and overhand on the left, what is going to happen is your overhand on the left happens on your left side. And what I mean by left side is it's on your back side. So you can see now I'm doing overhand swings on my left side. I can go overhand sneak on my right side here, facing the left, or overhand sneak on my left side, facing the left. In this case, if I do it on the right, that's the front side. If I do it on the left, it's the back side, right? So for the Hanuman dance, this direction, you want to be sneaking on the left side, on the back side. This distinction of understanding whether you sneak on the back side or front side is very important because it's actually impossible to do the tandem sneak if you are sneaking on your front side over here because you're bringing your opposite shoulder over to do the underhanded side. And then now if you want to go into an overhand on front side, again, you have your opposite shoulder forward. So it's going to be very hard to transition into that. So it always happens on the back side. Once you enter into the overhand sneak on the back side, you'll enter into the back swing of the dragon roll to the front swing of the dragon roll. Overhand, back, front. Overhand, back, front. All right. And then the next step is connecting from the dragon to the underhand. What you will do for this position for the Hanuman dance is you enter into the underhand sneak on your back side again, on your right side. So if you notice, it's always back to back. The rope is behind your back. So I'll turn around and show you the view from the back in a second. But you have back and then you have your dragon. And then to enter into the underhand sneak, it's going to be easiest to do it from the dragon roll. On the back swing, you can do the underhand sneak. So front swing, back swing, underhand sneak. Front swing, back swing, underhand sneak. All right? So I'll connect all of those three together first, and then I'll show you from the back. So overhand sneak, dragon, underhand sneak, dragon. All right? So I'm going to turn around now. I'm going to make sure that I'm still going in that same direction. So it's going to be my right hand going underhand, and my left hand, my left side, doing overhand. So now you can see it's my back, it's your front. Overhand sneak on the left side first. Dragon, underhand sneak. All right? Overhand, dragon, underhand. Overhand, dragon, underhand. Overhand, dragon, underhand. Now that you understand the difference, you can try and remove the dragon roll. So what you're going to do is overhand, and then as your rope's coming down, what you do is you turn and you switch into an underhand directly. So you can see I'm cutting out this front swing of the dragon roll, and basically I go from an overhand straight to an underhand. So the difference there is just that simple front swing of the dragon roll. Overhand, front, back. That was what I was doing before. Overhand, front, back. Now I'm cutting out that front swing. So I'm going overhand, underhand, overhand, underhand. Overhand, underhand. So here are two things that will help you in terms of locking in that movement. Number one is, as you practice the Hanuman stance, eventually you want to do it like this, where you're facing the sideward stance. But when you get started, it's going to be easier to get your brain to think about overhand and underhand by looking in the direction. So I'm going to look to my left and do overhand, look to my right and do underhand. It will make you a bit dizzy, but it just helps you with getting the movement down. So overhand, underhand, overhand, underhand. See how I'm turning my head? That helps you just understand the overhand and underhand movements. Number two is, instead of standing straight and only using your hands, you want to engage your body and turn a bit. Because when you turn to the side, it's easier to feel the overhand. And then when you turn to the side, it's easier to feel the underhand, right? So you can see, like so. I'm actually turning, and how I'm engaging that turn is by turning my legs and getting a bit lower. That way I can hinge my hips and twist my body a bit more. So over, under, over, under, over, under. So now when we start to practice the other direction, going overhand on the right side, underhand on the left side, the same thing's going to happen. Your sneak happens on the back side, which in this case is the right side of my right side and the left side of my left side. So it's going to be overhand here to underhand on this side, all right? So overhand, underhand, overhand, underhand. So one thing I've noticed about myself when I'm doing the tandem sneaks on different directions is which hand drives the motion. So I'm not too sure whether one or the other is preferred or correct yet. So do let me know if you know the correct answer. But what I find is when I do an underhand sneak on my right side and overhand on my left side, I tend to find that my hand leading that sneaking motion is the one that is pulling or driving it. So here I have right hand and left hand doing the pull over, left hand pulling over, right hand pulling over, left hand pulling over, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. But then when I switch to going the other direction, I tend to find that when I'm on my right side, I have the right hand pushing the rope to the back instead of the left hand pulling. So the logical swap should be left hand pull over, right hand pull over, left hand pull over, right hand pull over. But what I find is when I'm going this direction, I tend to instead have the right hand pushing it behind the back, and then here have the left hand flip it over instead. So there's a slight difference in how it looks like, and you can probably tell. So I'll show you the difference first. So if I go underhand on the right hand, and then if I go overhand on the right hand, all right, I'm going to show it from the back and see if you can tell the difference. So underhand on the right side here. Now overhand on the right side. So it's a very subtle difference in terms of how the rope moves. I think if I have a proper understanding, both your right and left hand should be doing the motion together. So if I'm going, let's say, underhand sneak here, it should be both the right hand pulling the rope up, but also the left hand flicking the rope on the back to help the right hand with getting it up. And then the same over here. I just somehow feel like every time I'm looking on my right side, my right hand drives the motion a bit more, and then when I'm on the left side, the left hand drives the motion a bit more.